so creepy. They did a really good job at making this insanely scary. The way I just saw that zombie shadow is probably right when this camera changes. Nope. Oh, yep. Jesus. Fixed camera angles are the scariest part of this game. But anyway, yeah, if you're just now joining, I decided, I should play a little bit of the original Resident Evil, since Resident Evil 2 comes out tomorrow night. I'm really excited for that, so why not? I know Resident Evil 2 isn't a Switch game, and this is a Nintendo channel, but I'm sure a lot of you are still very excited for that game. And maybe one day it'll come to Switch. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm praying for. Resident Evil 2 would be awesome on Switch. Jumping back into this game though, with the slow load times in between like almost every single door. It gets kind of annoying, but I don't know, there's something nostalgic about it. It makes it fine. This guy's alive, I know it. We'll see. Nope. Struggled with older Resident Evil games. It's just simply not being able to figure out where to go. Not like the puzzles, they're not that hard, but I would just get lost, which is what I'm afraid is gonna happen with the RE2 remake. I'm just not good with maps or any sense of direction at all. I love that they added the Resident Evil 5 skin, like the Chris Resident Evil 5 skin to this PS4 port. Which is so cool. It makes things make a little more sense with the canon of the series, even though it's already absolutely insane. I can't follow it anymore. It's just so strange. And like there's crap. With like 2 different paths you could have taken, like which path was the right one? Like which one is canon? Apparently the RE2 remake's very similar. So. Not really looking forward to that part. I'm looking forward to the game, but not that part specifically. He just punched his friend. Got a trophy for that. Guess I never killed one of those red ones. anybody who's in the chat. How's your day going? Everything going good? Your 2019 so far? Locked from the other side, of course. One thing we forget about is that older games actually showed the reflection of the character in the mirrors. Most games nowadays do not do that. I guess it has to do with like RAM stuff that I don't understand. I checked this door, I can't remember. Not bad, already a lot of work. Yeah. Making some money though. Jesus, this guy is ugly. Wow. Audio's weird. Thank you for telling me that. I was hoping somebody would. How's it sound now? Does it sound any better? Maybe I can turn the game audio down. That should be better, hopefully. Awesome. Wonder if I can slice this guy. Yeah, I figured. My mic, all I have right now is a huge headset mic that I can't actually wear on my head because my kids are home and I have to be able to hear the world around me. But I had it sitting on the table in front of me. I thought maybe it would sound decent, but no, it didn't. What was I doing again? Oh yeah, I was gonna check my... I guess Chris doesn't have a knife. I want to see if I could slice this guy. I'm running low on ammo. I'm run past him. See ya! Idiot. Now, the hard part about this game right now is I played through like the beginning and like a little bit of it, and then Jesus, this guy's scary. And now I'm trying to jump in right back where it was, and I have no idea what I was doing whenever I stopped playing. That's not on N64, is it? No, this one. Well, wait, this one was originally on N64, but this is the GameCube remake. And now it's just up-res to HD and widescreen, and it actually still looks pretty good. Like for being a GameCube game, it like aged very well because of the pre-rendered backgrounds. I can't remember what this does. I always forget that the original Resident Evil and Resident Evil 2, and I'm not sure about 3, that they were on N64. They somehow got those games running on N64. I believe Resident Evil 2 was like 64 megabytes, like at the full capacity of the cartridge. Never played any Resident Evil, not one. Please tell me you've played. Yeah, they packed it. There's a few Resident Evil games that I think should not go unplayed. Not your type of game, but a lot of them are different. Like, used to be more horror and slow pace, and then they changed. Then it was like Resident Evil, where it was like horror mixed with action. Then it went full-on action game. Now they're bringing it back around, making it more scary, slow pace. I like all of it. Watching is interesting. It would be more interesting if I knew where to go. I'm just sort of checking all the doors. I'm tempted to play Resident Evil 5. I just downloaded that. Or re-downloaded it. Here's something. Oh, of course. I guess I won't read this for the sake of the stream. Can't push this. I guess I already did. I just can't remember everything that I did. That's why I'm not sure if I should keep playing this. God, these fixed camera angles are so confusing sometimes. Where? I thought that was the exit of the room. Where is the exit? Here we go. What's strange though is this port added the new like control scheme, and it's harder. Like it's supposed to be like a modern control scheme, but it's so much harder to play. So I just stuck with the old version where if you hold forward, no matter which angle the game is facing, you run forward. That makes more sense in my brain than the new way they have it, where every single time the camera changes, you have to change the direction on the stick. I just feel like that's way more tedious. Sorry if you hear my son's games in the background, like on his iPad. Noob. Okay, I'll be honest. I am a noob at this game. I love the Resident Evil series. I've beaten this game plenty of times back in the day, but now when I jump back into it, I don't know what to do. Obviously, I gotta get that thing out of there. I thought I already did all this. I guess I mean, I know you can do things out of order, but I was already like out of the mansion earlier. I obviously wasn't supposed to be yet. Buddy, I'm playing. You can't play. No. Sorry, talking to my son. Let's push this over here. Can't play Xbox One right now, buddy. You're fine. Can you take the shiny thing? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna grab as soon as I push this in front of here. I'm gonna stand up on top of it. He can't reach that for some reason, even though I feel like any normal person could just probably jump up there and grab that without moving that entire dresser. I got the map. Yeah, I can't believe I never got this. I didn't realize how much stuff you could do out of order. Because I was already far from here earlier. I came back to the mansion because I figured I forgot to do stuff, and lo and behold, I was right. I forgot to do a lot of stuff. Oh wait, this looks movable. You see how this is like a pre-rendered, like everything on the screen right now looks pre-rendered except Chris and this dresser. So that's how you can tell if you can move stuff. See how this dresser looks so much different than that dresser. Nothing here? Oh, that's a knife or something. Take the dagger? Yes. Now daggers are just used to stab zombies in the head once they catch you. Alright, what's behind this one? Can't push it that way. Ammo? Exactly what I needed. Yes. Oh, I can't carry anything? Crap. Looks like I'm gonna use this. mode. Never know what's around this door. Such a funny close-up camera angle out of nowhere. You can really see this new Chris model that they created for this port very well. It looks more like the Chris from Resident Evil Revelations than it does Chris from RE5. His model looks the same, but like the textures look. Holy crap! Holy crap! All right, I think I'll run. Alright, I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. A PlayStation game? Yeah, I'm playing a PlayStation game on the channel. This game's coming to Switch soon, and I figured, you know, why not play it since Resident Evil 2 is coming out, even though Resident Evil 2 is obviously not a Nintendo Switch game, but you know, I can pray that one day it will be. There's nothing in here that's useful. There was a ton of zombies in this next room. They're probably going to be surrounding me as soon as I open the door. Ugh. Jesus, he's ugly. Is there any over here? Nope. I'll stay on the stream, maybe, and maybe attract some more people. Yeah, that'd be great. Oh, he saw me. Oh, can't see him now. Camera angles. They will kill you. Holy crap. Once again. Alright, I'm gonna shoot the grenade. Boom! This guy didn't even hear us. The grenade just went off 4 feet from him and he didn't hear me. That one did. Now he heard it. That sucks. All the ammo I just got is gone now. What's in here? Don't really care for Resident Evil too much since I really never played it. That's the second person on the stream that's never played Resident Evil. That's kind of crazy. I grew up on Resident Evil. I used to watch my brother play the original, and then I would play and be super scared. And now I'm super excited for Resident Evil 2, and Resident Evil 4 is probably like my favorite game ever. I've beaten Resident Evil 4 too many times. Ungodly amount. I know that there's a shotgun there, but I know I can't take it without something happening, like the door locking or something. I have to go find the one that's broken and take its place. I think this room right here is gonna start collapsing, and I'm gonna be a Chris sandwich. Let me turn around. That's scary, because I've done a lot so far without saving, so I don't want to die anytime soon, because then all that stuff I did is gone. So I gotta put this thing back, and then go find the broken shotgun, wherever that is. Because when I went off to the graveyard and stuff earlier, I felt very weak, like I did not have enough guns at my disposal. How many doors are in this room? 2 doors, so I can only go back to the one that I came in. Jesus, they come back? I forget that they come back alive. Just wasted all my ammo on killing them for no reason. I'm just gonna check every single room. I would have loved if they redid this one. Honestly, like, I know they already technically remade it whenever they did the GameCube version, but juked him. I can't grab that. Well, yeah, could have. Most PlayStation IP you don't really care other than Crash and Sly. That's interesting. There's a lot of PlayStation games that I like. Luckily, now you can play Crash on Switch, since that's Activision's stuff, technically. I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna put that ribbon up. This is perfect. First aid. Is there a typewriter in here, though? Yeah. Yeah, my history with Nintendo is so much larger than PlayStation. Like, I really started playing like the NES and the SNES in like my earliest childhood memories that I can think of. I almost saved over my other game. I didn't play the Crash remaster, or basically from the ground up remake. I don't know why they called it a remaster, but it looked really fun. And I used to play that a long time ago on my PS1. I guess on my brother's PS1 technically. I have to change my son's diaper real fast. So I can't be at the screen at this second. I knew when I got into this I was gonna have to do stuff like this, and I figured, you know, maybe people won't mind that much. But yeah, Nintendo is where I started gaming the most. And then I actually didn't get super into PlayStation stuff until late in the PS3's life cycle. That's when I really started to jump ship from playing Wii games and Xbox 360 games. And that's mostly due to the exclusives, like the story-driven stuff. I feel like a lot of the stuff Sony publishes really is like narrative-driven and pushes the hardware really often, so it's really good. I wish Persona 5 would come to Switch this year. Yeah, I'm wondering if they'll do that, because it seems like an obvious thing to do. Like, everyone who played Persona 5 on PS4 was like, I just didn't have enough time to dedicate like over 100 hours to my TV. So, I mean, it would make sense to put that game on a handheld. Like, Persona 4 was perfect on Vita, because you could take it with you wherever you went. What am I doing again? Mansion key, that might be important. Put this in there. That might be important too, though. I'm actually gonna get that back. Put this in there. And since I don't have the shotgun yet, put that in there. Red book. Crank. Never Persona 5, so don't really know who Joker is. Yeah, I mean, Joker was an interesting choice for Smash, especially since that version of Joker isn't in any like Nintendo game at all. So I just thought that was really interesting. Like, he's in Persona Q2, which is coming out soon on 3DS, but he's not technically a Nintendo character at all. He's basically like a PlayStation exclusive. I think Sony has some type of deal with Atlus and Sega to keep the mainline Persona games on PlayStation as an exclusive. I don't know how or why that would happen, but it just seems like that's a thing. Put everything in the crate so I can use it later. I should have did all this and then saved, because now if I die, I'm gonna have to redo all that. Damn it, how many times have I did it? Alright, good to go. But yeah, Persona 5 would be perfect on Switch. I think they made Joker and Jesus. Oh, he didn't even catch me. Oh, yes he did. Stab to the head. Shoot to the face. I could pick that knife back up. Oh, I can? That's awesome. I wish they made Joker and Smash so people... Oh, I think they made Joker and Smash so people could buy more PS4. If so, I won't get the Smash DLC. I don't know. I do know that Nintendo is the ones who were choosing the DLC, and it's not Sakurai, which is really interesting. So all those rules that people always talk about, saying there's going to be no anime characters, there's going to be no character that wasn't originally in a video game, they're all kind of out the window now, since he's not the one who's choosing. But they could still follow those rules, honestly. Wait, did I check any? I didn't check any of these rooms. I'm just thinking about Persona and Smash now. This is a door? Yeah. Oh, no knob. Oh crap. I know you ain't dead after one shot. What's next, Master Chief or another PlayStation character? Dude, it'd be really cool if Microsoft did team up with Nintendo to get some of their Rare IP, like the studio Rare, like Banjo or Conker, inside Smash. Like, that just makes so much sense. And it would just show how much the industry is changing. It's not like the 90s anymore when it was like a battle royale between all the major like game manufacturers. Hell, crossplay is already a huge step in that direction. It's wild. Never saw that coming. I could have sworn I just walked out a different door from that room. I'll go check this way first. What do you need, buddy? Yeah, my son's taking me somewhere to get him something. He can't talk, so he grabs my hand and pulls me to where he wants me to do something. Alright, I'm back. It's stupid, like WB saying, here you go, take Daffy Duck Disney, he's a Disney character. That is kind of similar. It's kind of like how Disney bought Marvel, and then technically all the Marvel characters are Disney characters now. I want the characters from Jet Force Gemini and Smash. That'd be really cool. I really want that. I forgot his name, but I recently played. What was it? It's a N64 game originally, and then it came to Wii. I forgot what it was called. I'm looking for the case. I recently bought a Wii game, which is very weird. If you're in the chat and you know what I'm talking about, there's a series that was originally on N64, only came out in Japan, and then the sequel came to Wii. But I can't remember what it was called, but I want that main character in Smash. I think he could be really cool. Sin and Punishment, that's what it's called. I keep accidentally picking up stuff that I don't want to pick up. Character I would love in Smash, since I'm playing Resident Evil, is Leon from Resident Evil 4. I just feel like out of all the characters, it would need to be the Resident Evil 4 Leon, because he was like the funniest with like the funny quips and like his reactions to stuff. It was more like a cartoony version, like an exaggerated version of Leon, which I liked a lot more. I think he would be awesome in Smash. You could use like a rocket launcher, his knife. I don't know. I don't know if he'd actually fit in. Maybe not. best Resident Evil game is 7. I really liked 7 a lot. The only thing I didn't like about it was that it was in first person and that the main character was just like a blank slate. And I get that. I get that that's exactly what they were trying to do because they want it to feel like it's you in the situation and not a character. I think that's why they also put it in first person and in VR. But Resident Evil is so it's just its characters like within the games are like such a huge part of it for me. Where 7 he was the main character was like just nothing. I love the family. Yeah, now the family is the exact opposite. Those characters were actually fleshed out and really interesting, especially if you read all of the documents all over the house. That was super interesting. What about Final Fantasy? I never played any other than 7 back 20 years ago. Final Fantasy is funny. The only Final Fantasy games I've played are the latest one, Final Fantasy 15. I played that to completion like last month for the first time. It was like basically the first Final Fantasy game I ever played. Other than that, I played Final Fantasy 7 back like 20 years ago, except I only had the demo on PS1 that like came in the mail. I don't know if you remember that, but like demos for PS1 games used to like come in the mail. Final Fantasy Crisis Core, is that the one that was on PSP? No, maybe, I can't remember. I really liked Final Fantasy 15. Like, it seems like it came out at a weird time. It was like 2016, and like 2014 through 16 was like tons of open world games, like an ungodly amount. And look at this guy. Can't catch me. Not gonna get me. Oh crap. But anyway, it wasn't like a traditional open world game. It was more of like a road trip where you didn't like run around open world, but you'd like drive to one section of the map and then stop and then drive to another section, explore. And I thought that was like really interesting and like a fresh take on the open world genre compared to... Okay, I'm dead. Oh shit. Eat a knife. Okay, you're dead. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 15. I really liked that. I wanted to play it, but after Breath of the Wild, bye bye Final Fantasy 15. I don't know what you mean. Like it doesn't compare, so you don't want to play it after playing Breath of the Wild. This looks like it moves. Oh, I already moved it, I think. Yeah, I mean, Breath of the Wild, I've talked about it on my channel a lot. I don't know if you saw my latest top 10 Switch games that are my personal favorites. I had a lot of gripes with Breath of the Wild. I think it's fantastic, but there's a lot of stuff about it that I was just like, I don't know. I'm not feeling this or that, or it just didn't fully feel like the Zelda game that I want. But that's how I initially felt. Then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna jump back into this fully because I feel like I wasn't completely committed the first time I played it, and I really started to understand why it's so good. And I've actually been getting the itch to play it again lately. I don't know why. That's my son yelling in the background, mad about something. Let's go find out what. I have no idea. Even after checking, I have no idea what he's mad about. I already went in there. They should make like a huge DLC for Breath of the Wild, filling the world with new stories and dungeons. That's what I'm kind of hoping they do. It doesn't have to be DLC. I think they could make like a full game out of it. If they just took their time on focusing on giving us maybe like more of a story with... Sorry, I don't know how loud my son is yelling in the background. I don't... Oh, crap. But they could just use the same world and the same mechanics, but just give us more of like, I don't know, give us something different, like traditional temples, maybe like a new weapon, like a hook shot. I don't think they need to rebuild it, like the whole game from the ground up, just like right now. I think they could give us a sequel with a lot of the assets from Breath of the Wild. Kind of similar to Majora's Mask from Ocarina of Time. That's exactly what they could do, because Majora's Mask used a ton of the assets from Ocarina of Time. But I'll never forget booting up Majora's Mask and seeing Link do them flips at the very beginning and thinking it was the coolest thing ever. I wanted to play 15, but it never came out on Wii U after Breath of the Wild came out. I no longer cared for 15. I like Breath of the Wild because it's so much like Skyrim. Yeah, I get what you mean. I've already been in here, damn it. I'm completely lost with this game, but do you guys want me to switch games? Resident Evil 5? Maybe Resident Evil 6? Code Veronica? Skyrim's another game that I wasn't sure about it when I played it on PS3. I didn't know if I thought it was very good, and I stopped playing it. But then when it came out on Switch, I like loved it. Like, it was super good. That was on my top 10 list before the latest one that I did yesterday, which did not get very many views, which makes me sad. The sucky thing about YouTube is you never know what's going to like blow up and what's not going to get like any views. Like the stuff that I thought would do super well gets like no views, and the stuff that I did not think would do well at all gets like 50,000 hits. And I'm like, why? Still hoping for Fallout on Switch. I just don't know why that's not already a thing. It just makes so much sense. Imagine if like Fallout 3, like, I don't know, remaster or whatever, came out on Switch in its first year. Like, how big that would have been. I feel like they like missed their window. I feel they could use the same engine but give us a little different place to explore, like Elder Scrolls we saw lived in Hyrule time for a new place. Would be cool if they used the same map but like did like a huge jump in time. So like there's like different buildings and everything everywhere. Kind of similar to in Ocarina of Time when you go from a young Link to adult Link. How the world's all still the same, but it's a lot different. What am I doing? It's so hard to pay attention to this game when I'm talking to you guys. I definitely think they don't need to make a whole new Zelda game and have like another 5-year gap of no like mainline Zelda, because that's like their typical time frame, it seems like, which is pretty crazy. Now, I personally would love if they went back to giving us traditional dungeons again, with like all the old like weapons and stuff. That's what I loved. We need another Mario game. I hate Odyssey. You hated Odyssey? Wow. I loved Odyssey. The thing about Odyssey is, and this might just be like, I guess this is a sort of like unique perspective that not a lot of game reviewers will talk about, because they don't want to like to tell people this kind of stuff. But whenever you're playing like a brand new huge game before it comes out, it might subconsciously affect your thoughts on the game. So when I was playing Odyssey, I was playing it like a week or two before it released, and in the back of my mind, I'm sure I was thinking, this game isn't as good as I'm thinking it is, but maybe it is. I don't know. And Andrew Baldwin, well, of course I'm saying this whenever you come into the group, because he didn't. Okay, this guy Andrew Baldwin in the chat. He told me that he played enough of Odyssey to say that it's trash, but I literally watched him. I watched all that he played, and he did not give it a fair shake one bit. I don't like how you spend most of the time in Odyssey playing as other characters, like throwing your hat at everyone. I liked that. I liked that like gimmick of that game. I kind of wish they'd bring back Flood from Wait, I was just doing this. I keep turning around on accident. I'm sorry, guys. I kind of miss using the jetpack from Sunshine. I wish they would make a Sunshine sequel. The best part was jumping on your hat. That's literally all you did the entire time you played the game, was jump on your hat. You're trying to do those cool tricks that somehow people manage to do. Astrobot is my favorite Mario game. That's funny. My favorite Mario game is probably Galaxy 1. Oh, I need a battery. Galaxy 1 I felt like was just so good. Like the level design of the platforming was amazing. It's West. Most people want shooter. They got say Call of Duty. Well, Japan's like Odyssey did well. Cause it's just West. One cannot simply kill what is already dead. Yeah, that's funny. Wait, Jacob. I believe that was the first time Jacob said something. Mario Sunshine is underrated. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Like, anytime I ask for someone's top, like, 5 Mario games, or just, like, rank your Mario games, not Odyssey, Sunshine is always at the bottom of their lists. I'm like, what is wrong with Sunshine? I feel like it was something really different. And Nintendo, like, rarely, like, they usually follow, like, the same guidelines with their sequels until, like Breath of the Wild, or, like, the Zelda games were, like, very similar. But I felt like Sunshine was super different compared to, like, Mario 64. It had, like, voice acting and cutscenes. It was all in, like, tropical setting. But yeah, Andrew Baldwin, he's a liar because he did not play Odyssey enough. Tell the zombies you're like school on Saturday, no class. Alright, next time I see one, I'll be sure to let them know. Little zombies. Alright, now I'm going back out to where I was earlier, whenever I didn't know what to do. So this is my problem with these classic Resident Evil games. It's simply not knowing what to do. They're not hard. I guess that's kind of like a part of the difficulty, but I don't know, I just seem to get lost and not know where to go. Hey, you're like school on Saturdays, no class. Boom, boom. Die! Okay. But is he really dead? Now he's really dead. I feel for the next Mario game they should keep the Odyssey engine and have different ideas, like have it cuts up the words really different, so I can't. It's hard to read it like on the screen because it like cuts off each word at a certain point. So that's why I have trouble reading sometimes. Yeah, I told you I was gonna say it. Thanks for subscribing. What you want, boy? What you want, boy? Hopefully there's not a zombie killing me right now, because I opened that door and then walked away. I'm gonna pause it just in case. Buddy, I'm looking for your chips, bro. You want these ones? So what's everyone's most anticipated games of 2019? Because mine is like a few days away. Resident Evil 2 Remake. Where's the face cam, son? I can't use the face cam, Andrew, because I just lost my train of thought because I'm playing from the PS4 and I don't have one of them stupid PlayStation cameras. Okay, I can't go that way. Have Jason as a guest, then the views will grow like they did in 2016. I don't know if Jason has that much pull as he used to. This channel, I mean, it just kinda died off for so long that whenever I tried to reboot it, it's hard to get it back to where it was. It's been doing a lot better the past few months. I just walk in a circle. Like it did pretty well in December and November. I was surprised with how good it did. I had a few videos that hit big, and I'm trying to do the same thing this month, but it's just not happening right now. Jason has a channel, if you want to go check it out. He has a channel called Hey Jay. He does pretty much the same content that he used to make on this channel. I'm not really sure why he doesn't just upload those videos to this channel, honestly. I guess he's just trying to grow his own thing. Kingdom Hearts 3, a 13-year wait for that game. Yeah, I'll never forget, in like 2015, the voice actor of Goofy was like, yeah, the game's coming out this year. And everyone got so excited. The game was not even near out in that year. Now it's 2019 and it's finally coming. I haven't played much Kingdom Hearts. I played a little bit of the first one, and then I think I beat the one on 3DS, Dream Drop Distance. And I really liked that one, but I just never got around to playing like the other ones. Dog, don't bite me. Bayonetta 3, Metro. Oh, Metroid. I thought it said Metro because it was cut off. Machina X, Dragon Quest 11 on Switch. Yeah, tons of delays and broken promises that Square Enix is known for. I'm so excited for Bayonetta 3. Sorry, that's random, but he said Bayonetta 3, so yeah. That's probably like one of my most anticipated games. And once again, I did my top 10 favorite Switch games. It's the last video I uploaded. Bayonetta 2 is in there. Oh, come on. Stupid dog. You got no class. For me, it's Bayonetta 3, Dead or Alive 6 if it comes to Switch, and Jump Force. Is Jump Force coming to Switch? I don't think so. Maybe. I feel like that would do really well on Switch. I think we're at the point now where developers should really try to get their games out day and date on Switch with other platforms. Like, it was really cool seeing that Mortal Kombat 11 was coming to Switch, but the fact that it's delayed, it's just not. It just seems like it's not a priority. I just don't understand. Like, games are selling so good on Switch right now. You'd think that that would be like their first priority. And I'm just wondering, will a game like Doom, like Doom Eternal, if it comes out on everything at the same time, could it possibly could the Switch version possibly outsell the PS4 or Xbox One version at the end of the day? And I just think that would like really, I don't know, that would really like tell the industry that a lot of people don't care about graphics as much as, like, I don't know, publishers think they do. And PC nerds. I'm just kidding. Hit or miss, I guess. They never miss. And don't forget many great indie games. Yeah. All those games that Nintendo showed off at the during the highlight event today, they look really cool. I think there's one like called like Crosscode or something like that. It looks so awesome. If it's not on Switch, it won't sell in Japan. Yeah, if it's on Switch, it's gonna sell the most in Japan, no matter what. And the Xbox One version will sell like 2 copies in Japan. And I'm not even being like dramatic. The Xbox One sells so poorly in Japan, it's just crazy. It's really odd to me because in America, there's like a huge following of Japanese games and like Japanese culture in general that are all like Americans. But in Japan, they just do not care about American games like nearly as much as we care about Japanese games. Why is everything locked? We need Cuphead to be on all platforms. Because PlayStation has no true exclusivity. PlayStation? Do you mean Xbox? PlayStation has exclusives. Xbox, since all their Microsoft Studios games are on PC now, they technically don't. They have Microsoft exclusives because you can only get some games on the Windows Store or on the Xbox, but they're not technically Xbox exclusives. Cuphead's one of those games where I don't know why they just don't bring it to Switch, where it could sell like 1 million copies probably. It did really well on Xbox and PC. And like the Switch is where like all the indie games are thriving these days, so any indie developers, like, they're probably like rushing to get their games done on Switch. I unlocked it somewhere I haven't been yet. No, they no longer sell Xbox in stores in Japan anymore. If you want one, you have to go to a retro store or buy it online. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's crazy. I remember back in the 360 days, Microsoft was really pushing to find like a Japanese audience with the Xbox 360. They like had a bunch of exclusive like Japanese games coming out on it, but it still just wasn't enough. I wonder what's on the other side of this door. It's creepy, I'll give you that. I think xCloud play any Xbox game anywhere will be great for Switch since it will be on phone and PCs. Yeah, I'm wondering how that'll work. Like, if I can have access to all my Xbox One games from my phone and stream them with like a controller, I would probably use that all the time. It'd be basically like the Wii U. Like you'd be tethered to your house, but you could, like, I don't know, go
in the kitchen, eat dinner or something, and play Rocket League. I don't know. You could like walk around your whole house just carrying your phone, playing your Xbox games. I think that'd be really neat. But in the day and age of the Switch, I don't know how cool that would be, honestly. I wonder if I switch games if it'll cut off the stream. I don't think it will. I'm gonna go find a save spot. Actually, have I been down here? Oh, use the mansion key. Oh, never mind. I'm in a new area. I finally found something. As soon as I was about to stop playing, I found where I was supposed to go. Creepy. Old key, I'll take it. It's locked from the other side. Oh crap, he's alive. You just know he's alive. A piece of meat from an unidentified source. Jesus. That one looks pretty dead. Power does not seem to be on. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I finally found something. Oh, cutscene. What could it be? It's a zombie. They did not render these cutscenes in HD. Oh, God. Oh, headshot. You did. You did. This guy's alive over here? I didn't think so. You better keep pretending. Alright, let's check out what this guy was up to. Wait, is this where I came in? What? I'm so confused. So that all it did was bring me to an area that I already had access to. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, once I find a safe room, I'm gonna go ahead and save and play a different Resident Evil game. This is not a save room. What game should I play next? Resident Evil 5, 6, Code Veronica, 7, or... Can't think of any more that I have on my PS4. Damn it, this isn't the staircase with the save spot. It's sad that Bandai and Square don't support Switch as much than when game does not sell often. I think if the Switch... I think there's probably a lot of games that are in the works right now that like studios just aren't able to to talk about, because as soon as developers realized that the Switch is a big hit, because like a lot of people probably didn't see it coming, they were like, oh crap, we gotta start making games for this as soon as possible. And some studios were like ahead of the curve, like with Ubisoft. They had that Mario game exclusive, the Rabbids game. Pretty sure that did really well, which once again no one expected. And now that the Switch is literally like the fastest selling console of all time, I think. I think we're gonna start seeing a lot more games for it, and probably more exclusive games like Project Octopath Traveler, or Octopath Traveler, whatever they changed the name to. I think we'll see more games like that. Wait, I thought there was a typewriter in this room. I guess it's in this room. But yeah, I just made that the 13 upcoming exclusives on Switch. Crap, I don't have a freaking ink ribbon. And it's a really impressive lineup of exclusives. Like, well, I guess 2 of them are already out, and 1 of them was a port, but not including that one. It's like a really good list, and like the fact that all of those games could maybe come out this year is like a huge deal. And last year the Switch did really well, and it only really like as like heavy hitters it had just like Pokemon and Smash. There might have been something else at the beginning of the year that I can't remember. But it's just been doing super well. So happy for Nintendo. The Wii U, I just can't believe how bad it did. It sold so bad. I think it sold worse than the Vita. And that's crazy. Especially riding off the the success of the Wii. I understood what they were going for, naming it the Wii U and all that, but did not expect it to do that poor. Wii U is still a terrible name. I gotta get to that item box. Now I know how to get there. Wii U is my only system back in the 8th era. Hated PS4 and Xbox One. Really? I had a Wii U and I played some exclusives on it, but all of the third-party games I pretty much played on PS4 and PS3 back when that PS4 wasn't out. I think the Wii U is underrated though. It does have some really great games. I just didn't like the Wii U tablet at all. Come on. It just like seemed like the build of it I didn't like. Oh, come on. Get away from me. I don't want to waste my ammo, bro. Alright, you're dead. Where's that damn item box again? Right behind me. But yeah, I loved like Super Mario Maker. I love Super Mario 3D World. I'm still like not that big a fan of the new Super Mario Brothers U. Just could never get really into it. Here we go. I did not like Star Fox. I didn't even have to play that much of it to know that I did not like Star Fox Zero. People complain about these ink ribbons in the old Resident Evil games, but you really get like so much of them. It's like not even that big a deal. I bet when PS5 comes out, companies like Square will port every game they have yet. They don't care for Switch. I say bias. I have a feeling that the PS5 is just going to be backwards compatible with the PS4. Because they'd probably get a lot of backlash if that didn't happen. And Xbox already said that, or Phil Spencer at least from Xbox said that that's already going to be their focus, is making sure it's all one big, I don't know, library of games that all connects through like Windows PC, Xbox One, and then the next Xbox. But it might say I'm offline for a second, but I'm just gonna switch games real fast, just so everybody knows. So I'll be right back.